All right, so now we're going to transition into our virtual college fair. We're going to be hearing from over 20 colleges and universities and conservatories all across the country. We're going to start with hearing from the Shepherd School of Music at Rice.
All right, hi everyone. I hope everybody can hear me. My name is Melissa McCrimmon, and I work in admissions for the Shepherd School of Music at Rice University in Houston, Texas. The Shepherd School of Music offers a conservatory experience combined with the liberal arts education at a major leading research university. Our Bachelor of Music degree focuses on Western classical music. We offer top-tier orchestra, keyboard, composition, music history, and opera training programs, a robust chamber music program, and exceptional weekly private instruction. Shepherd students also participate in master classes, present solo recitals their junior and senior year, and perform in outreach and gig opportunities around Houston. The Shepherd School is a small school with about 275 students, with 65% graduates and 35% undergraduates. The Shepherd School receives over 400 undergraduate applications annually, and our acceptance rate is around 15%. Our curriculum includes weekly lessons taught by our faculty and core classes of oral skills, music history, and theory. Coursework for orchestral musicians includes orchestral repertoire and chamber music. Voice students take several foreign language classes and participate in the opera workshop their junior and senior years. Since the Shepherd School is part of Rice University, your remaining curriculum includes distribution classes in natural sciences and engineering, social sciences, and the humanities, allowing you to take courses in other areas of academic interest. Our incredible faculty is one of the main reasons why students are interested in attending the Shepherd School of Music. We give each music major access to world-class artist teachers who are committed to cultivating talent and professional success. Our students enjoy small class sizes, a student-faculty ratio of 6:1, and a supportive studio environment. There is a two-part process to be considered for admission to the Shepherd School of Music. One, an application to Rice University through the Common Application, and two, a pre-screening submission in your musical area of interest. Both your application to Rice and the pre-screening are due by December 1st. The faculty review pre-screening submissions by mid-December. Our office will notify you before the holiday break if you've been invited to the live auditions on campus that take place between mid-January and mid-February. After the live auditions, the faculty make recommendations for admission, but Rice Admissions has the final say after reviewing your Rice University application. Admissions decisions are released by Rice Admissions by the end of March. May 1st is the decision deadline for admitted undergraduate applicants. There are two types of financial aid, need-based and merit financial aid. Rice is a loan-free institution, so students can graduate without the burden of student debt. A merit scholarship is based on your audition. The Shepherd School is celebrating its 50th anniversary next year, which we have now one of the most leading research universities and internationally recognized music performance institutions in the world. Many of our graduates have gone on to win major positions in orchestras and opera companies around the world and Grammy Awards. Thank you for listening to this presentation about the Shepherd School of Music. I encourage you to visit our website, music.rice.edu, to learn more about your area of interest.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Up next, we have Bard College Conservatory of Music.
Hi, everybody. My name is Frank Corliss. Let me see if I can share my screen here elegantly. Here we go. Oh, no, here we go. I'm the director of Bard Conservatory. I'm joined here by my colleague, Abby Green. And let me get this slideshow started here. There we go. So Bard College Conservatory is located north of New York City, about 75 miles, or about an hour and 45 minutes north of New York City. And what makes Bard College Conservatory of Music unique is that we offer a required double degree program. So all of our students are doing a 5-year program. They're earning a Bachelor of Music and then a Bachelor of Arts in another non-music field. And we do that for 2 reasons. The first reason is the practical reason, which I think we all know, which is that it's nice to have options when you leave college. And so it's nice to be able to follow your artistic passions, but it's also nice to have another career path to choose from. Most of our students end up going on in music, but we do always have a sizable minority of students, maybe 15% or so, that decide to follow their academic passions. So we've graduated, of course, many great musicians who are working in the world, but we've also graduated lawyers, doctors, accountants, neurosurgeons, all different kinds of professions. So there are lots of paths forward for students that graduate from Bard College. As I said, we're located right on the Hudson River, about 75 miles north of New York City. It's a very typical, we're a small liberal arts college of about 2,000 students. We have students from around the world. In the conservatory especially, we have quite an international student body. I think 40% of the students in the conservatory are not from the United States, and the remaining students are domestic students from all over the country. So it's a really diverse and interesting group of students. The curriculum is integrated in the fact that all the students are doing the double degree means that we have a very integrated curriculum. So our students are working, they get lots of support for this double degree, both from their college faculty members and also from the conservatory faculty. The conservatory faculty see the double degree as actually an enhancement toward their musical training and don't see it as a kind of hindrance in any kind of way. So it really creates a broad and broadly educated young musician. I can slide down. So our music facilities are wonderful at Bard. We have, in the upper right-hand corner, you can see the Fisher Center, the Sosnoff Theater, which seats about 850 people. That's where our orchestra performs, and that's also where we do opera performances. In the lower right-hand corner is a picture of our Pito Conservatory building, and the left-hand, this ivy-covered buildings. This is called Stone Row. This is the main heart of the campus. These are dormitories and faculty classrooms. We also have other performance facilities around campus, so there are plenty of places for students to perform, and it's a rich performing environment, not only on campus, but off campus. We often do performances in the Hudson Valley area, which is a very artistically rich area, and also we send students down to New York City to perform also. Really, the strength of the conservatory lies in its faculty. We are in the unique spot where we're not unique, but we're in the happy spot of being close to New York City, but not too close. So we're close enough that we can draw upon the really rich professional music life of New York City, but we're far enough away that it's a rural area. It's a fairly quiet area, and it's a place to really focus on studies. And we have no problem drawing amazing musicians, some of these pictured here, to the campus to work with our students. So for our studio instructors, we want our students to be in touch with world-class musicians who are working musicians, who are performing, who are active in the music world. So we have members of our faculty are in the New York Philharmonic or in the Metropolitan Opera Orchestra. They're often in major string quartets. They have sometimes solo careers also. So it's really a very, very, it's a really wonderful faculty. Financial aid is, of course, the big item facing all young people applying to college these days. We understand that 5 years of tuition and 5 years of room and board is a tough nut to crack, and so we are very aggressive with our financial aid for all students. We offer a combination of both need-based and merit aid. All of our students receive some sort of scholarship, and the scholarships can range up to covering full cost of room and board and tuition. So I would say don't let money be a hindrance in terms of applying to Bard, because if you are the right fit for us and we're the right fit for you, we will do our best to make it possible for you to come. Since it's a double degree, a required double degree, we have two applications. So there's an application for the college and one for the conservatory. They're both due on January 1. The conservatory application comes with a pre-screening video or audio, and we send out pre-screening results early in January and invite people to come to auditions, which take place usually in February or early March. Last couple things I would say, we also have a very rich array of graduate programs in voice, in conducting. We have a professional training orchestra. We have an instrumental master's degree program. The focus of the college, of course, both in the conservatory and the college as a whole, is at the undergraduate level. So the majority of the students, about 125 students, are in the undergraduate program. The remaining 70 or so students are in the graduate program. So our focus is really at the undergraduate level and really the undergraduate experience. This is a picture of me in front of our beautiful Fisher Center with the dean of the conservatory, the Chinese-American composer Tan Dun, and a conductor, and he's conducts our orchestra and works with our composition students. We're a happy place, and it's a nice family feel in the conservatory, and I hope you will consider it for your college career. If you have any questions, please join us in the breakout room. And thank you to Equity Arc for making this possible. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Frank and Abby. Up next, we have Berklee College of Music and Boston Conservatory at Berklee.
Hi, everyone. Thank you all for having me. My name is Natara Gray. I use she, her pronouns, and I am the inaugural Assistant Dean of Admissions for Diversity and Inclusion Recruitment at Berklee College of Music and Boston Conservatory at Berklee. I'd love to share a little bit about what we do. The first part is we start working with our students prior to application and matriculation. So we have a very robust summer program, multiple summer programs. Our biggest is our Aspire program. That's our 5-week program. It's a real way for students to explore and experience whether or not coming to a place like Berklee is somewhere that they'd like to be. It is 5 weeks long, and you do have the opportunity to both audition as a part of that, and you do have the opportunity to earn college credit as well. Secondarily is our B4 program. So I started a fly-in program at Berklee. It's called Black, Brown, and Bound for Berklee. It's for ages 14 to 16 years old. It is a summer program as well that's sponsored through admissions, and it is entirely free. So students who get to come to that program, we pay for all of their funding and for their housing and room and board for the time that they're on our campus, that give them the opportunity to explore Berklee. Once folks are ready and willing and wanting to participate in the actual application process, we do offer several different types of degrees at the conservatory and the college. So if you're interested in coming to the college, then you would be pursuing a Bachelor of Arts in our Innovation or Leadership Business degree, or a Bachelor of Music in all of our other areas. We do gaming. We also do video, production, engineering. Performance is just one of our many majors. We have 15 in total, and a new Black music and culture as well that just started this year. At the conservatory, if you were coming to study with us, you would be getting a BFA in either dance or the performing arts, so theater. We have musical theater and contemporary theater, so I want to make sure that that's clear as well. And then we also offer a bachelor's degree in music as well. For students who are thinking about or wanting to know how big our campus is, we are located right in the heart of Boston in Back Bay. We have around 5,000 students over at the college and around 1,200 at the conservatory. We do have multiple campuses, so you can visit us in New York City. You can visit us online. You can visit us in Boston. You can also visit us in Valencia, Spain, which is also the home of our first year abroad program, where students can study in their very first year over in Valencia. And then we do have a satellite area in Abu Dhabi as well. Students wondering what our makeup looks like. So we're around 37% international at the college and around 19% international BCB. We represent over 100 different countries, and we are 40% domestic students of color as well. We also have over 500 different ensembles, so students who are trying to figure out whether or not they get the opportunity to engage or figure out different types of genres of music and things like that, that can happen 100% at Berklee. We believe in coming as you are, so we want you to study whatever type of music you're interested in. We were founded on Black jazz, but we 100% tell students, if you don't play jazz in your audition. We want you to come as you are. We offer auditions in a multitude of different ways. So at the college, you can audition online, in person in Boston, or in person in some of our other opportunities, which are both domestic and international. So we go to these locations such as Detroit or Shanghai, things like that. And then at the conservatory, we do have opportunities such as like Unifieds, things like that for dance as well. And then we do them in person as well. We have tons of pre-orientation programs. I want to make sure that's clear as well. So we have lots of programs making sure students who identify as first generation or identify as neurodivergent or identify as students of color or underrepresented, underserved also have the opportunity to participate in programs that'll help them acclimate to the institution prior to starting their first year on campus. So tons of opportunities to be engaged as well. 6-to-1 faculty ratio over at the college, 5-to-1 faculty ratio over at BCB. We are one of the leading institutions for Broadway and off-Broadway shows, so people who are thinking about theater in that space as well. Financial aid is obviously a huge one for a lot of students. We are a merit-based institution first, but if you receive merit from us, we do meet the need, which is great. And then we also accept FAFSA and the CSS profile as well. Berkeley is filled with faculty who are working musician and performing artists. I myself am a triple threat, been one since I was 3 years old. So all of us who are involved in this process are also people who are actively in the field. We just want to be here for your support and to help you get to wherever it is that you need to be. So happy to share more when we are in our breakout session, but thank you all for listening.
Thank you so much, Natara. Up next, we have Carnegie Mellon School of Music.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for this. Let me try to share my screen and let me know if you see. Okay. Can you see my screen, everyone? Awesome. Paula, if something happened, let me know. Okay, I'm going to just, okay, perfect. Now I'm good. So nice meeting you all. Thanks so much all for being here. And also thank you to Equity R for having us here for this wonderful space to introduce ourselves. Carnegie Mellon School University, CMU, is a large research university located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My name again is Belmari Lorcas. I'm the Director of Recruitment and Enrollment for the School of Music, which is one of the 5 schools within the College of Fine Arts here at CMU. In our school is where all the composers live, instrumentalists, music technology, and electronic music. Then we have the School of Drama, where musical theater live, acting, directing, also living there. And then we have a School of Art, and we have a School of Design, and a School of Architecture. Why Carnegie Mellon? We offer conservatory-level programs within a world-class university environment. The School of Music at CMU highly values each and every individual who wants to be a part of an innovative fine arts community immersed in a top research university. We offer the best aspects of a conservatory: small class size, individual attention, and creative opportunity, along with experiences only an university can offer, like double majors, extensive student organizations, and unique traditions. Our faculty is comprised of world-class performers and teachers who know what it takes to achieve success in a rapidly changing, always challenging marketplace. 22 members of the School of Music's faculty are members of the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. And something that is important for you to know is all music courses and lessons are taught by faculty and no graduate students. The overall number of music students is between 250 and 300 students. Performance opportunities for undergraduates begin in the first year and continue through their undergraduate career. Here at the School of Music, we have an unparalleled undergraduate music education complemented by graduate and certificate programs. About undergraduate degrees, we offer Bachelor of Fine Arts in Instrumental Performance, Piano Performance, Vocal Performance, Composition, and Electronic Music. And then we have the Bachelor of Science. Sorry, let me just take this off. a Bachelor of Science, and also we have a program that is called BXA program, where students can combine their arts and academics. So humanities, science, computer science, or engineering as well. We have also other music opportunities. We have music minors for music majors, and also we have non-major opportunities if you decide to come to school and just in an academic school, then you can do also participate in the School of Music for sure. Then regarding the application for the School of Music, you will need to complete the Common App, and also you will need to submit your artistic application where we will work on your audition process in Accepted, which is our admissions platform for the School of Music. The deadline is December 1st, and all the audition requirements can be found on our website. And of course, each area is different, so just make sure to check them. On the right side here, we see the audition and our timeline. Again, December 1st is our application deadline, and then during January, February, we have auditions, live auditions, and then the decision is April 1st, posted in the CMU portal. Well, thanks so much. Stay in contact with us, and our intention today is to connect with all of you and for you to know who to contact. I'm looking forward to seeing you later in the breakout rooms. And something that I would like to tell you, that I will say to students and families, that you will end going to the school that is right for you and your family. Okay, just enjoy the process and the whole process, networking, navigating your college journey for sure. Looking for your college journey. Thanks again.
Thanks so much. Next up, we have Cleveland Institute of Music.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gabriel Lane. I am the admission coordinator at the Cleveland Institute of Music. We are located in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland Institute of Music empowers the world's most talented classical music students to fulfill their dreams and potential. Its graduates command the most celebrated and revered stages in the world as soloists, leading roles, chamber musicians, and ensemble members, to compose meaningful, award-winning new repertoire, produce Grammy Award-winning recordings, and are highly sought-after teaching artists, administrators, and thought leaders. A testament to the excellence of a CIM education, more than half of the members of the Cleveland Orchestra are connected to CIM as members of faculty, alumni, or both. And the CIM alumni occupy hundreds of chairs in major orchestras worldwide. The school's increasingly diverse collegiate and pre-college student bodies benefit from access to world-renowned visiting artists, intensive study with our stellar faculty, and the rich curriculum offered by CIM's partner, Case Western Reserve University, which is located right on campus at CIM. A leader amongst its peers, CIM is the largest presenter of free performances, masterclasses, and community concerts in the Midwest, hosting hundreds of events each year on campus and at locations region-wide, including Severance Music Center. As said before, Cleveland Orchestra has this deep connection with the Cleveland Institute of Music. The Cleveland Orchestra is a mere 5-minute walk away from the Cleveland Institute of Music, so students are extremely close. As mentioned before, we also have a partnership with Case Western program. I'm just going to go into this very briefly, but it is this wonderful thing called the dual degree program. The dual degree program essentially allows students to be a double major in both music, performance, and whatever they would like to at Case Western. Basically, in order to do this, you apply directly to CIM, not to Case, just as CIM. Through the application, you indicate you want to be a dual degree student, and you then start filling out more information about what you would like to major in as well. Another thing that Cleveland Institute of Music offers that is rather unique to us is Eurythmics. Eurythmics is a way of embodying and internalizing pulse, which is essential for winning jobs and auditions. And we have an intensive eurythmics program that is required for all of our students, regardless of whether they are undergraduate or graduate students, and it is throughout their entire education. The other great thing about CIM is that for all of our undergraduate students that are first and second year, they're required to live in our apartments, which are technically dormitories, but they're really apartments called 1609 Hazel. It's called 1609 Hazel. It's a wonderful apartment complex that's relatively new, has 24-hour accessible practice rooms with recording software, and this place is located, again, just a 1-minute walk away from the Cleveland Institute of Music. Full kitchens, great facilities, extremely new. We'll have a gym very shortly as well. So CIM definitely takes very good care of all of its students. We offer undergraduate, graduate degrees as well. We have the undergraduate degree in music performance. We have masters. We have graduate diplomas. We have artist diplomas. We also have doctoral studies as well, doctoral musical arts. We also have a young artist program, an academy as well for developing students. And one last thing about CIM is that our student body ratio is about 45% undergraduate, 55% graduate. So it's a fairly even split between both the graduate and the undergraduate students. That's about all I have for Cleveland Institute of Music, but if anybody would like more information, I'd be more than happy to direct you to our website where you can learn more about our application process. Turn over to the next school. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Up next is DePaul University School of Music.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Equity Arc. Thanks, Zach, for your opening presentation. That was super cool. I'm Mary Halm. I'm representing DePaul University today. I'm Assistant Director of Admissions there. DePaul University School of Music is located in Chicago, Illinois, in the heart of the city, just 2 miles or about 20 minutes north of the Loop, which is the downtown area where the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, the Lyric Opera, and many world-renowned jazz venues are located. Chicago is a wonderful place to be a musician. There's so much opportunity, and for a big city, it's remarkably affordable. I could go on about how much I love Chicago for a long time, but I only have 5 minutes. Ask me about it later. DePaul University's student population is about 20,000 students, including graduates and undergraduates, but the School of Music population is about 380 students. That's about 2/3 undergrad students and 1/3 grad students. We like to say that we have the resources of a big school, but we can give the attention of a small school. Our class sizes are small and all of our classes are taught by faculty, never by graduate students or TAs. We have about 15 faculty members who are current members of Chicago Symphony Orchestra and several more who are part of Lyric Opera and other world-class professional organizations. Students at the School of Music represent 40 different states as well as 20 different countries. It's important to note that we have a beautiful new building built in 2018, which includes 5 performance halls, including a dedicated opera hall and jazz hall, and a grand concert hall that holds about 500 people. We have space for everybody in that building. Our undergraduate majors include classical music performance, music education, jazz studies, Bachelor of Arts in Music, composition, sound recording technology, which has a performance track and a non-performance track, as well as performing arts management, which is our music business degree, which has a performance track and a non-performance track as well. We also have graduate programs. You're going to apply to DePaul School of Music using the Common application, which is free, and it is due by December 1st. Some instruments have pre-screens, so check out our website to see if you're a pre-screen instrument. Those pre-screens are also due December 1st. Our audition season happens in February, and then we get back to you with your scholarship and information and admission information in March or April. We award one lump sum scholarship that encompasses your music and academic merit, and we are also need aware when we are scholarshiping. So remember to fill out your FAFSA. The School of Music award ranges from 20 to 85% tuition coverage. Sometimes it's a bit more than that. I've rarely seen it less than that. We have a number of wonderful ensembles as well. On the classical side, we have 2 full-size symphony orchestras, a wind ensemble, and chamber groups. We have 3 fully staged operas per year, 2 choirs. On the jazz side, we have 2 big bands, a vocal jazz ensemble, and 12 to 15 combos. I'd love to meet with any of you in the breakout room, or anytime. You can contact us through our website. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Next up is Eastman School of Music.
Hi everyone, my name is Danielle Arnold. I am here for the Eastman School of Music, which is a part of the University of Rochester. The Eastman School of Music is located in Rochester, New York, which is about 6 hours north of New York City and about 3 hours south of Toronto. At Eastman, we offer majors in applied music, which is classical performance, music education, jazz performance, jazz writing, composition, and music theory. Our affiliation with the University of Rochester also enables us to offer students the opportunity to pursue a minor in anything that interests them at the University of Rochester without having to do an additional application. Or for those who are interested, you can pursue a dual degree, which would be a Bachelor of Music with us at Eastman and a bachelor's in something else through the University of Rochester. This slide has a list of everything that's offered through the University of Rochester. We also offer the double major, which would be 2 majors through the Eastman School of Music. For folks who are interested in the dual degree, you would apply to Eastman and also apply to the University of Rochester through the Common App. Eastman School of Music offers a number of music leadership courses through our Institute of Music Leadership. And these are a great opportunity for students to really get a handle on the business of the music business. And for those that are very interested in this topic, we also have something called the Arts Leadership Program, which is a certificate program students can pursue that results in 2 paid internships and the full run of music leadership courses. These are some of the spaces at Eastman. This is Kodak Hall at Eastman Theater, our main performance hall where our large ensembles perform. Kilbourne Hall in our main building. This is a smaller performance space, seats about 450. Really phenomenal space for chamber music and is the home stage for our jazz ensembles and same instrument ensembles. Hatch Recital Hall is another major performance space on our campus. This is our most technologically advanced space. It has about 220 seats and variable acoustic walls, making the sound optimal for whoever is performing. This is a really great space for our student degree recitals, and some applicants will actually have their audition in this space. These are some other shots from around campus. Just the walk from this image on the far left is just the walk from the Student Living Center to the main campus, and then some photos from the inside of the Student Living Center, one of the lounges that's on each floor, our dining center that's within the Student Living Center, and then the second floor shot is of Kaminsky Promenade. I'm not going to read all of this to you. I want to be mindful of the time, but our application process follows a very similar flow to what my colleagues have been mentioning, with the application deadline being December 1st. Should have, if pre-screening is applicable, you want to have all of your materials in by then. And then we have our auditions on a similar timeline, typically Fridays in February. We give applicants the option to either audition on campus or remote. Choose the option that works best for you. Every student that is admitted to Eastman receives a scholarship. That's our merit aid. And then we also have need consideration through completion of the FAFSA or CSS profile. And that is my time. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. And if you have any questions, I would look forward to seeing you in the breakout hall.
Thank you, Danielle. Next up is Florida State University College of Music.
Hi, everyone. First, I want to say thank you to Paula and Equity Arc for hosting this event. I'm thrilled to be here and speaking with you guys today a little bit more about the College of Music at Florida State University. So Florida State University is located in Tallahassee, Florida. The College of Music at FSU is the third largest public music program in the country. We have about 1,000 students. Our current enrollment is about 675 on the undergraduate side and 325 on the graduate side. Our students are taught by national leading performers, researchers, and educators. We have over 80 full-time faculty members who hold accolades such as the Pulitzer Prize, Grammy Awards, Fulbright Scholarships, Guggenheim Memorial Fellowships, and more. Given the size of our faculty, we're able to maintain a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio and have capped our class sizes at 16, so smaller than a lot of your high school classes. Here at the College of Music, we understand the importance of building relationships with the faculty, knowing that these people are your mentors and the ones who are being trusted with your personal and musical development. Because of this, we want to keep our class sizes small to allow for those connections to be forged. The College of Music puts on over 500 concerts every year across 6 different performance spaces. And to bear the weight of all these concerts, we do have over 50 ensembles. These range from traditional wind bands and orchestras to SATB choirs and even world, early, and new music ensembles. We also have several chamber music ensembles, jazz combos, and big bands. And we also put on 3 operas each year, with the cast and orchestra being comprised of College of Music students. We have a variety of programs, so we do have something for everyone on both the undergraduate and graduate levels. So whether you're interested in performance, composition, music education, commercial music, or any other area, we do have a program for you. Additionally, all of our programs have high job placement rates, with both our music education and music therapy programs boasting 100% job placement rate for decades. We have several resources available to our students, knowing that that is an important aspect of the college experience. So we do have our newly created Office of Student Success. This was formed to bring all university-wide resources such as health and wellness, mental health counseling, and tutoring in-house to our students so they don't have to trek across campus to access these resources. Additionally, our Office of Student Success provides programming specifically for musicians, such as seminars on things like performance anxiety, repetitive stress injury, time management. They'll also host events like Yoga on the Green, Wellness Wednesdays. Over the spring semester, they brought in therapy dogs during finals week to just calm the students down, and various other activities like that. In addition, we do have our very own career liaison who works with our College of Music students. So she teams up with our University Career Center, again, just bringing those resources in-house and helps students draft and fine-tune resumes, seek out career opportunities, practice interview skills, and learn how to market themselves for a career in music. The College of Music does its best to make music education as accessible as possible. So to that end, all applicants are automatically considered for talent scholarships based on their audition. These awards range anywhere from $500 to $5,000 per year, and they are all 4-year awards, so you do not need to re-audition on an annual basis. Additionally, all out-of-state students admitted to the College of Music are awarded a 50% tuition fee waiver, which shaves off approximately a third of the annual tuition. Based on the results of the audition, some students may qualify for a 100% out-of-state tuition fee waiver, which would put them at the in-state tuition rate, and all scholarships, whether they are academic from the university, talent from the College of Music, or the tuition fee waivers can be stacked. We also have incredible facilities within the College of Music with over 75 individual practice rooms, all equipped with either an upright or a baby grand piano. We have 6 unique performance spaces, including a 1,200-seat concert hall and an amphitheater, 2 full piano labs, a workshop for a piano technology program, an expansive music library with over 200,000 physical items. We also have a music technology resource center, which has access to music software such as Pro Tools, Finale, Sibelius, Piware, and 3 recording studios. The core value within the College of Music is community. So as a college, we are committed to uplifting and supporting one another. We hold several events throughout the year to bring our college together, and we really strive to support one another wholly. We are constantly working to improve the College of Music. We do have renovation projects in the work, and we're developing new degree programs. That's all the time I have. So if you guys have any other questions or you want to learn a little bit more about the application process, I look forward to speaking with you guys in the breakout rooms.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Indiana University Jacob School of Music.
Hi everyone, I'm get my my screen share here. There we go. I am TJ. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at the Jacob School of Music at Indiana University. We are in Bloomington, Indiana, which is about an hour south of the heart of Indianapolis. Our community is around 1,600 students. We try and split that down the middle, say 800 undergrads, 800 grads, followed by 175 full-time faculty and 50 plus part-time faculty, which goes down to about a 7-to-1 faculty to student ratio. And that doesn't even include all the amazing guests that our faculty are bringing in when they have to go and do their things as well. Our footprint is across all 50 states, and we are at 55 countries and counting. Fun facts about our school is we are 75% out of state. So we are very used to scholarshiping out of state students. And the university actually is 75% in state. So we are definitely helping them with that. A robust student community means lots of performance opportunities. We will cap out about at 1,100 performances by the end of the year. So safe to say there's at least 2 performances a day throughout the academic year. That's including our 7 orchestras. We have 5 full-scale operas and a musical every year, 9 choirs, 4 bands, 4 jazz bands, 3 ballets, and that doesn't even include all the variety of special ensembles. That might be our 15-person guitar ensemble. It might be our new music ensemble, chamber music as well. I'm just going to put the bachelor's degrees on here, but we have plenty of graduate degrees as well. The BM houses all of our performance degrees. Jazz is in there, historical performance and composition. The BME, pretty self-explanatory. That's going to get you certified in K through 12. We have partnerships with 40 other states in the country. So if you need to go home, most likely you won't have to take an extra test to be certified. Our BS houses our ballet degree and our music production. I'm very excited to announce that we have a new track called the Creation and Production track that I'm happy to talk about in the breakout rooms. And we also have started accepting applications on our music business degree, which gets you over at the Kelley School of Business, one of our top ranking colleges as well in the university, which is very exciting, and I can talk all day about that too, but I won't. The BSOF degree is my favorite because that gets you immersed in the university if you would like to do so. I like to say you can take advantage of as much as you want of the university and as little as you want. If you want to take gen eds and leave it at that, that is totally okay. But if you want to do biology, if you want to do psychology, all the ologies, that's for you with the BSOF. It's our efficient way of getting a dual degree in 4 years instead of 5. These are our music minors and certificates for music majors. It doesn't include all the other university minors that you can do. A minor is usually 4 to 5 classes. So if you do have AP credits and dual credit classes that can transfer in and get some gen eds knocked out, then you can most certainly replace that with an outside minor. As far as our application process is going, I won't go through everything, but December 1st, pretty much everyone's saying it. That's when our supplemental application is due. That's when pre-screening might be there as well. We actually recommend applying to the university. You can use the Common App by November 1st because that's their early action deadline. So you can get a decision from the university, and then when you reach us, we can move forward with our things as well. We do have a early action deadline of November 1st as well. So if you get everything in by November 1st, both applications, and you come to that January audition weekend, we are going to give decisions and scholarship to those students by the end of January. So something to think about if you're excited about Jacobs. If not, that is totally okay. You can still come to February and March. We have a target date of April 1st for scholarship for that. Decisions will be rolling and separate. We will have 2 operas one on the March weekend and one on the February weekend, where we'll have discounted tickets for those auditionees. And yes, I'm very excited to meet everyone in the breakout rooms. I am a Jacobs alum. I'm a bassoonist at heart, and I'm happy to talk about the student experience and student life. Thank you.
Thanks so much, TJ. Next up, we have Ithaca College School of Music, Theater, and Dance.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Paula and Equity Art, for having us. Sorry, I'm hearing an echo and I can't tell if that's me. Okay, cool. Thank you. So a couple of facts about Ithaca College and the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Maddie Carroll. I'm the Associate Director of Admission for the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. I'm also an alum. I graduated in 2022. So if you have any questions about what it's like to be a student, I can answer those as well. So Ithaca College was actually founded as a music conservatory in 1892 with 4 violin teachers and 8 violin students in a building that still stands today down by the Commons. If you ever come visit and you're into history, feel free to check it out. In 2022, what was the Department of Theater Arts and the School of Music merged to become the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. So the 2 oldest programs at Ithaca now make up the newest school, which is really cool. We are separated into 2 centers, the Center for Theater and Dance, which has about 350 undergraduate students, and the Center for Music here, where I am right now, in the James J. Whalen Center for Music, which also has about 350 undergraduate students. I'm primarily going to talk about music, but if anyone in here has any questions about the Center for Theater and Dance, feel free to ask in the breakout room, and I can give you the person to contact. So what makes the Center for Music unique? We are all undergraduate focused, meaning all of our resources are for you. Your lessons, your courses are all taught by our renowned faculty. You'll also be receiving a rigorous music training encompassed within a liberal arts environment. So no matter what your degree is, whether you're a BM or a BA, you're going to have liberal arts credits. There are specific courses for you that are dependent on your major, and we have about a 7-to-1 student to faculty ratio, so your class sizes are quite small, and our faculty are just the most amazing people. We do have 8 undergraduate majors and 1 minor. We have a BM in composition, a BM in jazz studies, a BA in music, a BM in music in combination with an outside field, a BM in music education, a BM in music education and performance, a BM in performance, and a BM in sound recording technology. We also have a music minor for current students who are non-music majors. If you're looking at these degrees online and you're like, what does this all mean? What is a BA? What is a BM? Here, we try to tell students to ask yourself 3 questions. So where do you want to spend your time? If you want to be all over the place, all around campus, maybe choose the BA or a minor. If you want to be just here, maybe choose the BM. What do you want your experience to be? Do you want it to be broad and varied? Maybe pick the BA or the minor. If you want it to be focused and intense, maybe pick the BM. And do you want a double major? The question everyone's asking nowadays. This is totally possible. We have a bunch of our music students who are majoring in something outside of music. It just takes some careful planning. All of our music degrees offer weekly private lessons, weekly repertoire class, national tours, guest artist coachings. Everyone takes core musicianship classes and the same core musicianship classes. So whether you come from a town that has 70,000 orchestras or your high school play was directed by the math teacher, we want everyone to be on the same page, getting the same education. We were voted the #1 best college town in a 2019 study, still riding that high. I just checked and we're actually #4 now, but still pretty great. We have Cornell University here, so a lot of young artists in the college area. I'm going to skip forward to the application process. Like some other schools here, we have a 2-part process. So you're applying to Ithaca College on the Common App, and the second part is applying to the School of Music, Theater, and Dance on Accepted. For regular decision, for any applicant that is not applying sound recording technology or voice, our deadline is February 1st. For SRT and for voice, the deadline is December 1st because we have pre-screens. We have 4 audition days, and we're doing rolling admission. So after your audition, you're going to find out. And last thing I'll say is every single one of our applicants will receive a merit scholarship based on your academic achievements and your audition. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Maddie. Up next, we have Manhattan School of Music.
Hi, everybody. My name is Emma Davis. I'm the Director of Admission at Manhattan School of Music. And let me share my screen with you all. All right, can you see that okay? Great, okay. So as you've heard from a lot of different colleges today, I feel like you're all experts now on the different types of schools of music that you can be enrolled in. So you've heard the word conservatory thrown out here and there. So the difference between a school of music and a conservatory experience is that a conservatory is totally focused on that music education. So all of the classes you're taking are music focused, even those humanities type classes are coming from the perspective of a performing artist. So Manhattan School of Music as a conservatory, we are the largest standalone music conservatory in the United States and one of the finest in the world. Now, we offer 5 main programs of study. We have a classical program, which is instrumental, vocal, composition. We have jazz arts and musical theater. And then at the graduate level, we have orchestral performance and classical contemporary performance. So as undergraduate students, just know you'll be interacting with students in those majors as well. And in terms of degree programs, we have the 4-year Bachelor of Music program. That's the first 4 years of your college experience with us. And then we also have some graduate and postgraduate options too. So we have a Master of Music, and then again, a DMA, post-study, professional studies, professional performance diploma, artist diploma. So as a freshman in college, you could be interacting with people at all different points in their musical career. And also good to know that you could stick around and do further education after your Bachelor's of Music. So we have some students who just come for the first 4 years. Others we can't seem to get rid of. They do like 2 or 3 other degrees with us. So there's really a lot that you can take advantage of with Manhattan School of Music. Now, a quick by the numbers, we've got about 1,000 students, so it's not a terribly large school, but you still are getting to know a lot of different people from truly all over the world. So we have almost all 50 states represented and over 50 countries. So we're really proud of our international population. About 50% of our students come from somewhere else in the world. We have 8 main performance spaces, 140 practice rooms, and 250 incredible faculty members. I'll talk more about them in a second. And you'll see at the bottom kind of the breakdown of where our student body lies. But I will say that our class sizes are quite small. It's between 12 and 30 students in each class. Now, when I talk about Manhattan School of Music, there are really 3 things that I think make us unique. And the first one is in the name. We are Manhattan School of Music. We are right in New York City. So as a student, you get to have that New York City advantage from day one. You can go to shows any day of the week. You can go to museums and restaurants and really soak up that rich New York City culture. But despite being in one of the largest cities in the world, we have a surprisingly nurturing community on campus. The vibe is very friendly and familial, and we're really proud of that community that has fostered it at Manhattan School of Music. So that is really a big highlight. And then obviously artistic excellence. You are working with world-renowned performers. Their careers are based in New York City. We're based in New York City. So we're really lucky to get to work with them. Now, more about those faculty. These are people in the New York Philharmonic. They are on the Met Opera stage or in the Met Opera Orchestra. All of our musical theater faculty are Broadway veterans. Our jazz faculty play at the most iconic venues in the city. People who are part of internationally recognized chamber music ensembles, solo artists. So again, you're really working with the best of the best. Now, if you've never been to New York City before, I wanted to show you quickly here where we are on the map. When we think of New York City, we think of this area here kind of in the middle, that Lincoln Center, Carnegie Hall area, where a lot of the action happens. So you'll notice we're up here in the top left corner. It's a neighborhood called Morningside Heights. We're right next door to Columbia University and Barnard College. So it's a real college town, and it creates a sense of community and feeling like you get that college experience. We're also surrounded by trees and parks. It's just a beautiful place to be. Now, let me really quickly show you inside our campus, just so you get a sense of what it's like. We're made up of 3 main buildings. So these 3 right here, that's our entire campus, and all the buildings are connected. Now, most importantly, the performance spaces. We have 8 main beautiful performance spaces, ranging from a 650-seat full theater to a couple of more recital spaces. So you really have a lot of opportunities to use these spaces. In a typical school year, we have over 1,000 performances. So between recitals, large and small ensembles, musical theater, opera productions, there's a lot going on campus. And then our campus life is also quite rich and robust. We have a dorm building that's connected to the rest of the building. You are required to live there freshman, sophomore year. You can stick around all 4 years if you want. And just a lot of really great resources for your own campus to experience that true college feel. Now, lastly, I'll just quickly talk about financial aid. We do consider all students for scholarship, and we end up scholarshiping about 80% of our students based on equally important merit, your audition score, and your demonstrated financial need. So a student with really high merit and really high financial need could be eligible for up to a full tuition scholarship. I'm happy to explain that a little bit more in the breakout rooms. A quick application timeline. Our application is open. It's due on December 3rd. We do auditions that first week of March. So if you are a major that pre-screens, you'll get an update about whether or not you've passed that pre-screen in mid-December, and the audition invitation decisions are released by April 1, and by May 1, you have to let us know what your plans are for the fall. So that is it for my presentation. Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to chatting with some of you in the breakout room later.
Thanks so much, Emma. Up next, we have Montclair State University, Cali School of Music.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tomoko Fujita. I am the coordinator of the Cali Pathways Project, and I am also a cello professor. And I'm going to share my screen. So we are, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, I'm going to assume that a video is worth twice as that.
Hello everyone, I'm Alan Dalius, a clarinet education major and senior here at the Cali School of Music, and I'd like to welcome you to our special virtual tour. I've gotten so much from my time here in the Cali School, and I hope that you make what I know would be a great decision to join our Cali Music family. The John J. Cali School of Music is a comprehensive professional school of music centered on preparing the creative leaders of tomorrow. We are dedicated to a premier artistic and academic education. The Cali School offers exceptional training in best-in-class facilities. Choosing from majors in performance, jazz studies, composition, music education, and music therapy, you'll study with world-class musicians dedicated to your artistic and personal growth. You'll mix rigorous coursework with focused private lessons and challenging repertoire. And because the school presents more than 300 performances each year, you'll be involved in plenty of concerts, and not just on campus. A world of opportunity is waiting for you during your years at the Cali School. Our students perform in prestigious venues like Carnegie Hall, often sharing the stage with professional ensembles like the New Jersey Symphony Orchestra. What's more, international tours have taken them from Austria to Australia. Tuition is also very affordable, and Montclair State enjoys a ranking as one of Forbes' 25 Best Buy colleges in the Northeast. The Cali School of Music makes its home in Chapin Hall, a 1928 Spanish mission-style building at the main entrance to the campus. The School of Music is named in honor of the John J. Calley family, whose generous $5 million gift provides scholarships and faculty support. It was renovated and expanded in 2009 to include large rehearsal spaces and the 225-seat Jed Leschwitz Recital Hall, accommodating nearly 600 students in its classrooms, large rehearsal spaces, 4 floors of practice rooms, and a music tech computer lab. Though Montclair State University serves more than 20,000 undergraduate and graduate students, the Calley School of Music treats you to a small school experience within a larger school environment, where you will enjoy a supportive community that serves the musical and academic goals of young musicians. Additionally, on-campus residence is available for full immersion into academic, social, sports, and cultural offerings. Montclair State is home to 6 performance halls, 4 exhibition spaces, and a broadcast and digital media complex. Each year, our campus hosts hundreds of performances, speaker events, media productions, and art exhibitions. The Calley School is just 12 miles from New York City, an abundant resource of working professional and internationally renowned professors. It's just a quick train ride for faculty and students to the cultural capital of the world. Close by, the town of Montclair bustles with restaurants, galleries, movie theaters, performing arts companies, and the nationally recognized Montclair Art Museum. There really is something here for everyone at the Calley School of Music. Thanks for coming on our tour, and we hope to see you on campus soon.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, there we go. So, in addition to the degrees mentioned in the video, we've added the Bachelor of Arts in Recording Arts and Production. So you can see all the bachelor and all the degrees offered here. In addition to traditional ensembles such as orchestras, band, choir, jazz, opera, and chamber music, we also have early music, world music, popular music, and electronic music ensembles. What makes our school unique is that we are the only university that is home to a Pathways program, meaning that our school has insights into the challenges that the Pathways student populations face in transitioning and thriving in college. We are also proud of our immersive residency program, which is designed to be an ongoing exploration of the ever-changing landscape of music today, introducing students to a future that will be at times less traditional. In these week-long residencies, students have the opportunity to interact, learn, and collaborate with top-rated artists and ensembles, broadening their understanding of their musical future, musical careers. We welcome you to visit us. We're always happy to have tailored visits for prospective students. And we have live auditions on February 8th and 15th, as well as video auditions. The applications just need to be in 2 weeks before the live audition. Thank you so much. I look forward to meeting some of you in the breakout room.
Thanks so much. Next up, we have New England Conservatory.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Claire Peck. I'm the Associate Director of Enrollment here at New England Conservatory, or NEC for short. We are located right in the heart of Boston, so as you can see, we are in an urban setting. A quick background on us and a little history lesson. NEC was founded in 1867, so that makes us the oldest independent conservatory in the country. And when I say independent, I mean that we are not attached to a college or a larger university. As some of you may have already experienced as students, a teacher can have a profound impact on your life. And our wonderful faculty are all passionate and caring teachers who are also giants in their respective fields. Here are but some of their many collective accolades. One thing that is quite notable about our faculty, we have enjoyed a close partnership with the Boston Symphony Orchestra, who play just down the street from us, and 45 of their members are currently on faculty and/or are alumni. In terms of what we have to offer, there are 3 main areas of focus here at NEC. We have classical, jazz, and contemporary musical arts, or CMA, as I'm going to refer to it, which is an open genre program that brings together many musical styles and traditions from around the world. We offer an array of degrees at both the undergraduate and graduate levels. For the undergrad students, the 4-year Bachelor of Music degree program is the most common choice, but for the especially motivated students, we also offer a 5-year dual degree program with Harvard University, where a student could get an undergraduate degree there and a Master of Music degree from NEC. After that, we have a master's degree, some graduate diploma options, a doctoral program, and the artist diploma, which is made to prepare one for a professional career. Here are some majors. At the undergraduate levels, we offer performance majors in all strings, brass and woodwinds instruments, percussion, voice, piano, composition, as well as jazz studies, which is made up of jazz performance and jazz composition, as well as contemporary musical arts. Just to give you an idea of what kind of classes one would be taking as a music major, these are some curricular requirements that will vary by major, but generally these apply for most students. Everyone, no matter what your major is, will get private lessons with an NEC faculty member. Everyone also plays in some sort of ensembles relevant to their major, large and small. So that could be chamber music, jazz ensembles, or jazz orchestras, one of the many CMA ensembles. Depending on your major, repertoire and technique classes could be relevant. And then everyone's degree wraps up with a final recital or portfolio review. Outside of the music classes, there are some academic coursework. A lot of it is going to be music academic classes like music theory, music history. Languages are required for all singers, so they do have to cover French, Italian, and German in their curriculum. And then all undergrad students also have to take liberal arts classes through our in-house liberal arts department. There are also rooms to take electives in the curriculum, and electives is where you can choose classes that you want to take in addition to your main area of study. This is a time that I do want to highlight our new integrative curriculum. It's a pedagogical approach that involves cross-curricular learning and is experiential and project-based. So instead of siloing a music theory class and a performance class, there are classes now that combine the two so you can see where they intersect, kind of like a Venn diagram, and it puts things into perspective and makes things less abstract. Here is a glimpse now as we talk about living on campus. This is one of the lounges in our beautiful new residence hall. Each floor has a lounge that looks like this where the students can hang out. So campus life, our campus is made up of 4 buildings. Within these 4 buildings, we've got 8 performance halls and over 200 practice spaces. The newest building that I was just referring to is a Student Life and Performance Center, or SLPC, and that's where we have our 2-floor library, the residence hall that all first and second year students are required to live in, the cafeteria and dining hall, some new performance spaces, and some areas for the students to get together and hang out. On campus annually, we have 800 concerts and events, which is a lot, so there's always something going on. Beyond the classroom, there are departments that offer resources to support the students' well-being, their future careers, and helping them find their place in the greater Boston community as well as the world. So we're thinking ahead about what life after NEC, where do they fit in, how can they contribute to their time in the community while they're living in Boston. We have a counseling center on campus, and we have the Center for Cultural Equity and Belonging, which supports student club and activities, facilitates conversations, and it's just a welcoming place for all students to be. So now that you've learned a little bit about what goes on at NEC, let's talk about the road to getting here. So here is a quick timeline for the application process. We're now in October, so the application is now open, and we are looking at the December 1st deadline that is popular amongst the music schools here today. We are a school that does do pre-screening, so you will need to submit those videos with your application as a first pass. And then once pre-screening decisions are sent out, usually before the holidays, next we move on to live auditions on campus throughout the month of February, maybe end of January, depending on what year we're in. But this year it's going to be all February. And then decisions will be sent out late March. And then the deadline for you guys to tell us if you want to come is May 1st. Financing your education. So I am pleased to say that scholarship awards are available to all admitted students who want to be considered, which is pretty much everyone. These awards are renewable for the standard length of the program. So if you are in a Bachelor of Music degree program, we're looking at 4 years of coverage. Also, we do require the FAFSA for all domestic students and permanent residents. And this will determine your eligibility for federal need-based and non-need-based aid as well. So this was just introduction to what NEC is all about, but please stay in touch. There's our email address at the top, where to find us on the web, and you can scan the QR code there to read our digital view book. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to meeting some of you in the breakout room.
Thank you. Next up, we have Oberlin Conservatory.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for spending some time with us tonight. My name is Josh Teester. I use he, him pronouns. I'm the Director of Admission and Enrollment Management for the Oberlin Conservatory of Music. I do not have a slideshow or video to share with you, so I thought I would just speak broadly about the institution. But I do recognize that every student's interests are incredibly unique to them. Each of these programs are very unique, and so it's a great thing to speak with all these schools about the things that are important to you and how these institutions play a role in that. So to give you a high-level idea of what we're about at Oberlin Conservatory, so we are located about 40 minutes outside of Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland is the nearest major city center. We're a little different than the other top-tier conservatories being outside of the city center. We share about a 440-acre campus with the Oberlin College of Arts and Sciences, a leading liberal arts college. Size, the institution is about 550 to 600 students in the Conservatory of Music. Of those students, about 26% of our domestic students identify as students of color, about 18% of our students are international. In addition to the conservatory students, there are about 2,300 students on campus in the College of Arts and Sciences, so altogether we're about 2,800 to 2,900 students. Some of the things that define us, maybe amongst our peer institutions, there are really three things that I like to talk about. The first is that we're focused in undergraduate education. So we have about 95% of our students within the Conservatory of Music are undergraduate students. That's a huge resource to our students in terms of access to our faculty and access to the performing opportunities that exist, and really applied opportunities within your area of study. So we don't have graduate students acting as a barrier to, say, the ensemble opportunities, having compositions heard, interacting with faculty. So it's very much about the undergraduate experience and education at Oberlin. That's true in the College of Arts and Sciences as well. So in the college, they are entirely undergraduate. So it's very common to see students, say, doing original research with faculty or co-authoring research papers. So the undergraduate focus is a big asset and defining characteristic for Oberlin. The next would be the College of Arts and Sciences. It's very unique to have a conservatory of this caliber sharing a campus with a leading liberal arts college. So we utilize the college no matter what you're doing here. So every conservatory student that comes into our program, which is a Bachelor of Music. I should take a step back and really detail the programs that we offer. So within the Conservatory of Music, we offer the Bachelor of Music. We offer majors in classical, vocal, and instrumental performance, in jazz, vocal, and instrumental performance. We offer jazz composition, classical composition, TIMARA, which is an acronym that stands for Technology in Music and Related Arts. For lack of a better term, we'll call that electronic music composition. I'm not sure they would appreciate that, but it'll help you understand that program a little bit. Recording arts and production is a new major for us, and a new major this year is also music theater. So we're really excited to bring those into the program. So within that Bachelor of Music, every student will take about a quarter to a third of their courses in the College of Arts and Sciences. So we really like having the relationship with the college, and that we don't bring faculty over to sit with our students and look at college curriculum or academic coursework within a musical context. We send students out into the college to take their courses with potential majors within those areas of study. So it's really important that we provide to you that level of education, especially considering a lot of our students are interested in academic areas. So as a conservatory student, taking those courses in the college, you can yield a minor from the college. So you can have a Bachelor of Music in Violin Performance and get a minor in neuroscience if you like, or any area of study that you enjoy. We have a number of interdivisional minors and concentrations that share from resources from both schools, things like music and cognition or arts administration. Or you can get a double degree and receive a Bachelor of Music from the conservatory and a Bachelor of Arts from the college. That's a really big part of our culture at Oberlin. About a third of our conservatory students are doing the double degree program here. So we're really adept at working with those students. You have advisors in both institutions, as well as someone who oversees the double degree that understands your needs on both sides. And we do some things to organize our curriculum around that. For instance, we don't tier our performance ensembles, and they rehearse at different times, so that if you have, say, a chemistry lab that conflicts with Oberlin Orchestra, you can be in Oberlin Chamber Orchestra. And it's not a relegation to a lesser ensemble, it's simply different repertoire and a different body of students. So we really help you accomplish that double degree program. That's typically about a 5-year program, not about a 5-year, it's typically a 5-year program, but about 40% of our students will do it in less than 5 years, in either 4.5 or 4. So it's definitely possible, say if you're bringing in AP or IB credits, things like that. One of the nice things about the relationship with the college as well and the liberal arts courses that we require of students is that they're also open elective. So you get to choose whatever you want to do within the college. We don't define any of that academic curriculum to you. So you can really take courses that are of interest to you and therefore say yield that minor you want, or just dabble in this and dabble in that and hit the interests as they come. So I've mentioned the undergraduate focus, which is a key definer for us. The access and relationship with our College of Arts and Sciences is a key definer. And then I'm going to mention the community at Oberlin as a key definer in the way we talk about the institution to students. The reason I say that is because we're a residential campus, which is somewhat unique amongst the conservatory model. So students are required to live at least 3 of the 4 years they're here on our campus. And that creates a really tight-knit community amongst our students. The education doesn't end at the end of the day with rehearsal. You go back to your dorms, you're exposed to different viewpoints, you are housed with college students. So we share housing and dining with the College of Arts and Sciences, and it really expands your worldview in that way and creates a close community. And then we also attract a body of faculty that feed into that community. So most of our faculty are tenured track and live in Oberlin, so they're very accessible to students. We don't see a lot of the commuters hopping in and out off of our campus, or the faculty that might duck in for a day or two just to teach their lessons, and then you never really see them walking the halls or in the coffee shop. So it's really about creating an artistic and intellectual community amongst our campus, so that you have peers and mentors that will take you into your career into the future. So that's really what the vibe of Oberlin is about. In terms of the application and audition process, the only things I'll say about that might be unique for us are that while I say to students that we're really one institution, it's really just Oberlin, even though we treat the college and the conservatory as different divisions. To get in the door, the easiest thing to do is treat us like we're 2 different institutions. So students who are interested in coming into the Conservatory of Music just for the Bachelor of Music, you only have to apply to the conservatory. So even though you'll get access to the college once you're a student here, you never have to go through the review process that the college requires. It's only the conservatory looking at you for admission to our degree program. If you want to come in the door as a double degree student, then you apply to both the college and the conservatory, and we review our applicants independently for admission to our program. If you get admitted into both, then you come in the door as a double degree student. The timeline for doing that is very similar to what other institutions have said. In fact, I might just steal Claire from NEC's slide because that was a great description. And just like NEC, Oberlin also has a pre-screening round where we screen all of our students. So it's not area specific. Anyone that applies to Oberlin is going to go through a screening round, and those screening materials and application are all due December 1, as many institutions have said. A little bit on financial aid as well, which is kind of unique for us. Every admitted student at Oberlin is going to receive merit scholarship. At a minimum, that will be a $10,000 merit scholarship. We call that the Oberlin Commitment Scholarship. And then scholarships will stack on top of that. So students will typically see music scholarship in addition to their commitment scholarship, and students that apply for the double degree program can also receive scholarship from the College of Arts and Sciences. After we've awarded all that merit money, we also meet 100% of demonstrated need at Oberlin. So we definitely try to make the Oberlin education affordable for the families that we have. I would really love to talk to you about what's unique about the individual programs that we offer. So I really hope that we'll see you at the Q&A portion after the session. Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Josh. Up next, we have Peabody.
Thank you so much. Let me get set, sharing my screen. There we go. Hey, great. Hi, everyone. My name is Mandy Filer. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the Executive Director of Enrollment Management for the Peabody Institute at Johns Hopkins University. Thank you to Equity Arc and El Sistema for having this event and inviting us here today. I look forward to speaking with you all in our breakout session, but here are a few things about Peabody I'd like to share with you here. The Peabody Institute is from Johns Hopkins University, is a small music and dance conservatory of roughly 800 students of both undergraduate and graduate students within the university that is Johns Hopkins. Here we offer a BFA in dance, a Bachelor of Music in performance of all major orchestral instruments, jazz, historical performance, organ, dance, composition, computer music, music for new media, music education, recording arts, and a brand new program in hip hop we are very excited to launch this fall. We also offer graduate, master music degrees listed here, double degree programs, double majors with Johns Hopkins, as well as directed studies minor, which is a build your own minor you can customize to take the courses that most interest you at both Peabody and Johns Hopkins. We also offer, we are a small school, so we offer lots of personal attention with a student to faculty ratio of only 5:1. Peabody is also located in the beautiful historic and artistic Mount Vernon section of Baltimore, Maryland. We are a short 30-minute train ride to Washington, D.C., and also not far from Philadelphia and New York City. We offer on-campus housing, performance spaces, libraries, classrooms, and studios contained within one city block made up of interconnecting buildings. Students study their art intensely and are given private instruction and have ample opportunities to perform. Additionally, Peabody's Launchpad and Breakthrough Curriculum, so here are some of the performance ensembles. This is the first time I've done this slideshow, so bear with me. These are some of our performance ensembles, and it'll just give you an example of how many large and small ensembles we have for students to participate in. Additionally, Peabody's Launchpad and Breakthrough Curriculum ensure that students will meet not only the expected high artistic standards of their craft, but also prepare them for the unique and changing opportunities available to professionals in the performing and creative industries. Peabody wants to make school affordable, so the Peabody Institute is proud to collaborate with El Sistema USA to offer up to 2 full cost of attendance scholarships to applicants affiliated with El Sistema. Also, 90% of our incoming students are recipients of scholarships and financial aid, and Peabody will also meet 100% of need for all eligible domestic undergraduate students, U.S. citizens, permanent residents, and of the U.S., and undocumented and DACA students. We offer you this with no loan and financial aid packages while also continuing our competitive merit scholarship programs for all students, including international and graduate students. So to sum it up, why Peabody? Well, we are a conservatory education with concentrated music and dance studies, world-renowned faculty and guest artists, connection with Johns Hopkins University with cross-registration. We also have the Breakthrough Curriculum and Launchpad, a wellness program, and our location. So here's a slide of all of our application deadlines. I'm happy to share more of this with you in our breakout. We offer early decision, regular decision, and late application for selected programs. Peabody programs are direct admission to Peabody, and admission to Peabody first and foremost is based on your talent. Academics are secondary. Academics only play a primary role in your decision if you are also applying for direct admission to a double degree program with Johns Hopkins. So if you'd like to receive more information, I did have one more slide. Oh, hang on, where'd it go? There it is, sorry. If you would like to receive more information, you can absolutely take a look at, I don't know why it's not showing the last slide. Hang on. Hang on. I'll go through again. It's not showing. All right. Well, I'll go back to stop sharing my screen. You can see we have QR codes here right next to me, our website here. You can also email Peabody Admissions, and I will share the email address with you in the chat. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the breakout sessions. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have University of Delaware School of Music.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Great. Good evening. My name is Adrienne Harding. My pronouns are she, her, and I come to you tonight from the University of Delaware, which exists on the ancestral land of the Lenni Lenape tribe. I have been in this role for a few years, but I have been on this campus for many as an alum of the School of Music, having received my bachelor's and my master's degree. But I oversee the recruitment, audition, scholarship, and all of the enrollment activities for the School of Music. So I am happy to be a resource for students. Let's see. Okay, so University of Delaware is a public four-year university situated within northern Delaware. And the university has a strong tradition of scholarship and research and teaching and service. It was founded in 1743 and chartered by the state of Delaware in 1833. The University of Delaware is a Research One institution, which is the top tier level of research. It's a land grant, sea grant, space grant university. And from my office, I can be in 3 different states. So we're situated about 20 minutes from Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. Yet we are within a 1 to 2 hour drive to Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and New York, making us accessible to many art centers on the East Coast. We've had many guest artists here at the university, including Emerson String Quartet recently, Denise Graves, Caroline Shaw, Hilary Hahn is recorded here, and Amani Wins. We have about 23,000 students on our campus, from graduate students, undergraduate students, doctoral students. The School of Music has undergraduate and graduate students, and we have many students across the university that participate in our ensembles. We also, as of 2025, we will have reached Division I NCAA status. So that will be exciting for our football, Blue Hens football. We're a 4 seasons campus, so it's a very beautiful, sprawling, open campus. It's accessible, it's walkable. We also have a 350-acre farm, and yet we're within the city of Newark. And we even make our own ice cream, which is really, really yummy. So we have a lot to offer here from many different aspects of life and campus life, from big college feel to small town community within the School of Music. So the School of Music offers, go on to our majors here. The School of Music offers 8 undergraduate degrees. We have our Bachelor of Music degrees, which are professionalized degrees in music education, applied music, which is our performance degree, composition, theory, music history and literature, and jazz and improvisation. And we have our Bachelor of Arts degree, which is our liberal arts degree, which is the most adaptable to anyone looking to do a double major. We have many students and many different possibilities here to do lots of different things. Fortunately, we have an in-house academic advisor who is able to work with students directly full time. So glad for that. We also have a wonderful graduate program and wonderful graduate fellowship ensembles. So we're looking at another potential program that's opening soon. So Master of Music and Chamber Music will be added to this list. So anyone who is a student at the University of Delaware can be part of our ensembles. We have our largest featured here, the Fight and Blue Hen Marching Band, which is 300 members strong. Everyone who is a part of the marching band can receive a small scholarship as a thank you from the university. It is a cross-section of the university. It's a 90% non-majors, and it counts towards academic credit. Something else I'll say about our ensembles is that all of our ensembles are audition-based each semester, and they're merit-based, so that anyone who auditions is considered based on their talent, not by their major. So there's lots of ways to learn on this campus, and our campus, our classrooms extend beyond our campus. So we have some service learning projects like Project Music. We have an in-house community music school where our students are actually honing their craft of teaching in their own studios within our community music school. We have 2 study abroad programs for music, but we have 111 throughout the campus. And the University of Delaware is the first university to have a study abroad program in the university, excuse me, in the country. So it's part of our DNA at the university. So our ensembles have done several performance tours recently. And most recently, this past summer, we've been to Greece with our orchestra, Italy with our jazz groups, and New Zealand, where our Delaware choral scholars won 3 gold prizes in their championships. So we have our application audition process, where it is one single application, and based on your academic merit, you can then be considered for the audition. There's no pre-screen audition except for composition, where you're screened, and then based on that screening, you're either permitted, you can be invited for an in-person or recorded video audition. Anyone who completes the application and audition can then be considered for music merit, and we've been able to be really competitive in the past. Our audition days are Wednesday through Friday, January 22nd through 25th, 2025. And our pre-recorded video submissions are by January 15th. So wrapping up, there's lots of reasons to consider UD School of Music. We have high caliber performances. Our faculty are top tier. Our students are leaders, great citizens of the School of Music. It's a competitive environment, but it's a healthy competitive environment. We're close to lots of great places you want to be, but we also have great people coming to visit. But we have a luscious green campus that we would love to have you come visit. So if you'd like to connect with us, there's lots of ways to visit and come experience the University of Delaware School of Music. We invite you for in-person or virtual experiences. Come chat with us. You can stream our concerts online, and just come and enjoy a little bit of what we have to offer. If you have any questions, I'm happy to meet with you tonight in the breakout rooms. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Adrienne. Up next, we have University of Maryland School of Music.
Good evening, everyone. Get my screen going. Wonderful. Okay, so my name is Josh Thompson. I am the manager of enrollment services at the University of Maryland School of Music. We are a 400-strong student body department of the College of Arts and Humanities at the University of Maryland. The University of Maryland is a R1 research institution, one of 146 in the country. We are doing high-level research, and our faculty in the School of Music are included in that number. You can be a very active member of our school in the music area, or if you really want to hop across the street to the football stadium, we are part of the Big Ten as well. You can really find your niche in our school. Our curriculum is real world and innovative. We have an arts leadership minor. We have a program that we have developed where we offer grants to 10 students every year. We call it our M-Cubator. Honey, I know, for 8:30 p.m. on what day is today? Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? I don't know. But we offer seed funding for students for projects. And then we also offer community engagement programs such as our Terrapin Community Music School, which is in its 2nd year of existence. We're super excited that this program is growing. Our students are teaching students from Prince George's County, which is the county in which we are located in Maryland. Our faculty are wonderful. They're singing lead roles at the Met Opera, writing publications for the New York Times and other major papers. And Irina Marasanu right there in the middle is creating cutting-edge virtual reality recitals. Like I said, major R1 university. Our faculty are doing the thing. Most recently, in the Clarice Smith Performing Arts Center, where we are located on campus, we hosted Kermit the Frog last Friday. Our students got to perform with him, singing and playing. It was a really wonderful experience for all of our students to have that sort of experience. Other people that have come recently, Robbie Coltrane, the Jack Quartet, list goes on and on. Our location, we are 8 miles from the White House in Washington, D.C. So yes, we are in Maryland, but we are just over the border from Washington, D.C. We're about 30 miles from Baltimore, Maryland. We're about a similar distance from the state capital of Maryland, Annapolis. We are in a wonderful location for our students to find freelancing opportunities, internship opportunities at the Smithsonian Institution. It's a 25-minute train ride into the city if you're interested in that. We're also very close to the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra. We have faculty on staff from all of these institutions. In addition, the military bands in DC are a wonderful resource. They are on campus all the time leading master classes and giving some really great career advice to our students. We have a collaborative curriculum, over 20 large ensembles that our students can participate in. Our robust chamber music program, it's one of the hallmarks of our curriculum. And then we have fellowship programs in string quartet, wind quintet, brass quintet, and new this year, we have a jazz combo. Flexible degree option. 40% of our students in the School of Music are double majoring in something outside of the building. It is supported, encouraged. If that is something that you want to do, and I know a lot of you were mentioning that during Zach's presentation, that double majoring, dual degree, that is something that is supported and encouraged at the University of Maryland. We have advisors from all across campus, in our engineering school, in the College of Arts and Humanities and Behavioral Sciences. Everybody works really, really well together outside of the school, but we also have an in-house advisor that helps you get through your degree program in the School of Music as well. Our undergraduate degree programs listed on the stage, and by stage I mean screen, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music Education, and then we offer 3 music minors, minor in performance, music and culture, and as I mentioned earlier, our arts leadership minor. Let's move my computer. Undergraduate major areas, classical performance, your typical piano, voice, strings, wind, percussion, jazz performance, music education. We have a 100% placement rate for anybody who is interested in pursuing teaching in the K-12 realm. 100% placement for any student that is actively pursuing those jobs. We also have theory and composition. Our alums are doing the thing. Former director of the U.S. Marine Band is a University of Maryland alum. As I mentioned, a lot of our music education alumni are in Maryland and across the country developing relevant curriculum for their areas. Really cool to see as we have students come into our program. Oh, my teacher was a University of Maryland alum. We have a really great alumni network there. And one of our alumni also founded the Boulanger Initiative, which is an organization elevating the work of women and other gender marginalized composers. We are ranked as a best value university by US News. So we understand here at Maryland that college is expensive. We get that. Everybody who is admitted to the School of Music is offered some sort of funding from us in the School of Music. All of our funding is stackable. So if you do get an award from us in the School of Music and you get an award from the outside, from the university as a whole or from outside sources, we are happy to stack that up to the full cost of tuition. We do have an early action deadline of November 1. That's your best chance at any sort of campus-wide aid. So we have a regular decision date of December 1, and we treat both pools of students equally for all awards from the School of Music. If you want to chat more in the breakout room, I would love to chat with you and have a wonderful time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh. Up next, we have University of Michigan.
All right, welcome to the University of Michigan School of Music, Theater, and Dances portion of tonight's event. My name is Corey Bird, and I'm an admissions counselor here at the SMTD. Let's dive right into what makes the SMTD and the University of Michigan unique. First, let's talk about our Ann Arbor home. The city is consistently voted one of the best places to live, work, and play. This is a vibrant town with multiple housing options, accessible transportation, bicycle lanes, and beautiful outdoor spaces. We have over 200 restaurants, and of course, there are always events, concerts, and sports games to attend. Here's a snapshot of our SMTD community. We have about 1,100 students overall, with around 200 undergraduate students per class. Consider that within the broad context of the broader University of Michigan, which enrolls about 40,000 students total. SMTD's smaller, close community can make a big school like U of M feel small. We have a 5-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, one of the lowest among U.S. universities, underscoring our commitment to providing individualized teaching and training to each student. We also have a 97% retention rate, something that we are very proud of. 97% of undergraduate students who come here finish their first year and return for their second. And actually, we found that the 3% of students who are leaving the SMTD are typically transferring to another University of Michigan school or college. While you consider making us home, we want to make sure that you understand our values as a community. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is important to us at the University of Michigan. SMTD has increased our undergraduate self-reported diversity by 12% or more each of the last 3 years. We offer intentional inclusive programming, and we have an active first-gen initiative for our first-generation college students. SMTD's Excel Lab and Career Center is a defining characteristic of what makes us unique. It's specifically tailored to help prepare our students for careers in the performing arts, whatever that may mean to them. The center offers one-on-one career coaching appointments, workshops, and events for our students, along with courses that they can take for credit. The center also has partnerships with organizations like the Metropolitan Opera, the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, and DanceWorks Chicago, through which these organizations reserve internship opportunities for our SMTD students. The Excel Lab also commits $100,000 in funding each year to student ventures. Students can apply for grants to help support them as they pursue an internship or bring to life an artistic idea or venture. Ultimately, the Excel Lab helps you to establish yourself as a professional and artist while you're still a student. And then when you graduate, you have those resources and feel prepared to take on the professional performing arts world. Another one of the strengths of the SMTD is the diversity of programs and performance opportunities that we have here at U of M for our students. We have over 40 SMTD degree programs listed on the right-hand side of the screen, along with over 280 degree programs and over 100 minors offered through other UM schools and colleges. Many SMTD degrees are conservatory style, meaning the vast majority of your coursework will be in performing arts classes, while still having access to the resources of a Big Ten university. Here at SMTD, we want to help you become the artist you're meant to be, whatever that may mean to you. When studying at the SMTD, you'll also benefit from individualized one-on-one training with world-class faculty who are in residence full-time for weekly lessons, studio classes, study abroad opportunities, and of course, numerous performance and production opportunities. It's not unusual for our faculty to grace stages, release albums, and conduct and play in internationally renowned orchestras, all while providing students with thoughtful instruction and unparalleled knowledge about what it truly takes to become a world-class performing artist and leading arts scholar. There are many, many performance opportunities at the SMTD. SMTD has over 900 performances a year across all areas. This includes everything from recitals, student-run productions, and to university-produced full-scale ensembles. Within SMTD, there are 2 bands, 2 orchestras, and 3 choirs, and for our vocalists and instrumentalists. Each of these ensembles has around 3 or 4 concerts every semester. For our voice students, we also have 2 fully staged operas every year, as well as a smattering of workshops. For musical theater students, there are 3 fully staged musicals every year and 1 straight play each year. Our theater and drama students do 4 fully staged production each year as well. Items on this slide that have an asterisk next to them are open to non-majors. And these performance opportunities might be organized by SMTD, but in many cases, they're organized by students. We also offer dual degrees at the SMTD. A dual degree is when you're studying 2 different subjects and each department is housed by a different school or college at the University of Michigan. You can also double major, which means pursuing 2 degree programs within the SMTD. About 20% of SMTD students pursue and graduate with multiple degrees. It's also possible to add a degree once you're here, so don't feel pressured to add it right away from the very beginning. We don't expect you to know it all before you even begin school here. It's definitely something you can add once you already become a student. There's a 2-part application process to apply to the SMTD, submitting the common application and an artistic supplemental application that we call our artistic profile. Applications are due by December 1st each year, and U of M is currently test optional for 2025 and beyond. As far as financial assistance, there's need-based financial aid available through the University of Michigan, and you'll need to fill out FAFSA and the CSS profile by March. The School of Music, Theater, and Dance also offers merit-based scholarships. So if you're admitted to SMTD, you're automatically considered for a merit scholarship. Full tuition scholarship offers are rare, as we are trying our best to support as many students as we can, and we commit more than $3 million annually in scholarships. As you begin to apply to the SMTD, if you have questions about a program you're interested or just aren't sure where to start, the admissions team is here to help you navigate it all. We have admissions counselors listed on the screen that are dedicated to each program and our go-to contact for the area that you're interested in. Please don't hesitate to get in touch. I'll leave this on the screen for a couple more seconds while I talk so you can take a screenshot in case you aren't able to make it to us in a breakout room today. Thank you for listening, and go Blue.
Thank you. Next up, we have University of Southern California, Thornton School of Music.
Hi everyone, my name is Madeline Doyle Chang. I'm Student Services Coordinator here for the Thornton School of Music within the University of Southern California. And the University of Southern California Thornton School of Music is located in Los Angeles. We are just south of downtown, so we're really quite in the heart of the city, which is amazing for our students to be able to live and work and study all in Los Angeles, which is such a great place for the music industry. Our school is broken into 3 divisions. We have our classical performance and composition division, our contemporary music division, and our research and scholarly studies division. The research and scholarly division only has graduate level programs, so we'll focus more on our classical performance and composition and the contemporary music programs for the duration of this presentation. Thornton is about 1,000 students total, and that's about 600 undergrads and 400 grads. It's also about 600 contemporary and 400 classical. It's kind of the breakdown of the Thornton School in terms of size, compared to the University of Southern California, which is about 40,000 students. So we really are a pretty small pocket of the university. We're the 1,000 compared to the 40,000. So we like to think of ourselves as giving students a great conservatory style feel here at Thornton with their small class sizes, where our students get to know their cohorts really well and their faculty, but they also still get to be in large lecture hall classes within the larger university atmosphere as well. So we get kind of that best of both worlds. You get the small conservatory style here at Thornton, but you're still part of a large research university and have access to the resources that come with being at a large research university. So we have a bunch of non-major opportunities. So students who don't want to major or major in music, it's still possible to participate in a lot of our programs. We have 8 minors. We have jazz studies, music industry, music production, music recording, musical studies, musical theater, popular music studies, and songwriting. Even for students who aren't just interested in majoring or minoring, it's also possible to participate as a non-major in certain classes as well. We have a lot of general education classes that students can use that are music specific. We also offer private lessons in many of our departments, classical, jazz, and popular music for non-majors as well, oftentimes with a faculty member. We have ensembles that are specific to non-majors, as well as elective coursework in other areas such as music industry, music technology as well, that are open to non-majors. So pretty much no matter what your interest is in music, if we offer it, it's probably going to be possible to pursue both at a major, minor, or non-major level. So you can kind of pick and choose what level you're interested in pursuing music at, but we have opportunities for all USC students. So our specific undergraduate majors within the classical performance and composition division are choral music, classical guitar, composition, organ, piano, strings, vocal arts, and winds and percussion. And these are all BMs. They're all bachelors of music. We do not have BAs. On the contemporary division, we have jazz studies, music industry, music production, and popular music. These again are also going to be BMs, except for our music industry program, which is a Bachelor's of Science, a BS. So all of our undergraduate programs are BMs, except for music industry, which is the BS. A typical undergraduate experience is going to be a combination of these four things. All USC undergraduate students have general education requirements that they have to fulfill. These are things like an arts class, a science class, quantitative reasoning, culture, things like that. Then there are core Thornton classes, like, for example, music theory and music history. And then there are major specific classes. So that's going to be students' lessons, ensembles, chamber music, in certain areas, vocal coaching for vocalists, or composition forum for our composition majors. It's where we're going to have very specific music industry classes like economics and business, and also the basics of music licensing and publishing and how to work with artists, things like that. For music production, we have specific technology classes in Pro Tools, Logic, and Ableton. And in popular music, it's going to be our popular music performance class and songwriting and things like that. So it's going to be very different for each major, but those are those core requirements. In addition to all of that, we have elective units baked into all of our curriculum because we understand that students are here to explore, and undergraduate education is a great time to explore other things. So if students have minors or double majors they're interested in, those elective units are where students have time to play. Also, just in terms of double majoring, a lot of students do double major within Thornton and also outside of Thornton as well. I'll get into the application process on the next slide, but in general, in terms of double majoring, you have to choose music as your first choice major on the common application because that's the only way you'll get access to our slide room application, which is where all of our supplemental music materials are going to go. So here we'll talk a little bit about how to apply. All of it will start with common application to the University of Southern California. And then once you've completed that, you'll also have access to the slide room portfolio, which is where all of our music specific audition materials are going to go. So all of our performance programs have a pre-screen audition or a digital portfolio. So all of that's going to go in slide room. And there are some additional requirements as well, like a resume, repertoire list, statement of purpose, intro videos, and transcripts. So all of that is specific to Thornton and goes in slide room. And then all of that is due by December 1st. And then in mid-December, kind of just before Christmas, we release our pre-screen decisions. And if invited for that live audition, it would be in following January or February. The only programs that don't have a live audition are our music industry and composition programs. For those, students are just considered for admission based on the materials they submit in their Common App and the slide room application by December 1st. So here's also just a small breakdown of timeline. Again, December 1st is when all applications are due. And then mid to late December is when pre-screen decisions come out. January and March is when the auditions are. And then early February, early March, depending on freshman or transfer, is when students are going to be submitting their need-based financial aid and the CSS profile for financial aid. And then April 1st is when admission decisions come out, and then students make those decisions around May. A word on financial aid: 2/3 of all students at Thornton are receiving some kind of merit scholarship.
All students are automatically considered for merit scholarships based on their application and their audition, so it's not a separate application. We also have an abundance of need-based financial aid as well, and we are committed to USC will cover need-based aid for up to full tuition for all students based on their need-based, their FAFSA and CSS profile. So between merit and need-based aid, students are able to pay for tuition and are able to cover that full cost of tuition between need-based and merit aid. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to talk to you afterwards in the breakout room, but thanks so much for listening.
Thank you. Up next is Vanderbilt University Blair School of Music.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here, and I've really enjoyed hearing about all of the different programs and hope you have as well. Just to talk briefly about our program, I want to be conscious of our time here. We are located in wonderful city of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to lean over so that you can see our campus behind me. Our campus is situated right in downtown Nashville, which is really exciting for our students, particularly studying music, because you do have the opportunity to not only have an immersive music program at Vanderbilt and at the Blair School of Music, but you also essentially are double majoring with the city of Nashville. We have all kinds of music going on here in the live performance setting, as well as in the recording music setting. So students really have the opportunity to gain a really important and excellent tool set through their exposure with the city. So I think our location is a really exciting piece of our program. At the Blair School of Music specifically, we are undergraduate only, and we are a small community. We have approximately 240 students within our population. So the fact that we're undergrad only and the fact that we're a small environment allow our students to have a really intensive music school experience, but also have a lot of opportunity, particularly in performance. Our students really do benefit and love the fact that they have a lot of regular and diverse performance opportunities available to them. All of the programs that we offer at Blair are performance-based and professional music degrees. So there are several curriculum options to choose from in the classical music or jazz music area. We also offer composition, and all of those programs will offer those opportunities, a performance-based program. However, students may choose a curriculum that speaks to them. For example, we have programs that combine musical focuses. Students may have a performance area plus a composition focus or a musicology focus. We also have several students that come to us because of their interest and in another area of, in an academic area, excuse me. So we do allow students to combine a minor or second major with an academic focus at Vanderbilt. We have many different programs to choose from through the College of Arts and Sciences, through the School of Engineering, and through the Peabody College of Education of Human Development at Vanderbilt. So about 35 to 40% of students combine fields between their immersive music program and an academic focus. So similar to many of the programs we've talked about tonight, if you are someone who wants to continue an intensive music experience, but also has another academic passion, we are a wonderful place to do this. We do have limitations in the sense that some areas of engineering are not available as a second major, but anything else at Vanderbilt does work. We aren't a dual degree program, as some of the other programs mentioned they do offer, but we do offer equal qualification for students. For example, if they complete a second major in an academic field, they are qualified to go on to a graduate program in that area. So really exciting possibilities for students with those combinations. We do offer 2 5-year programs. One of them is music education. It results in a music degree as well as a master's in education. For those of you that are considering a career in being a music teacher, this has a combination between the Blair School of Music and the Peabody College of Education and Human Development on Vanderbilt's campus. Our other program is a music degree plus a master's in business and administration. So a wonderful program if you're considering going into the business field or arts administration, music business, etc. So great options to think about there. The last part that I'll talk about, we first of all have a very similar timeline to others that have mentioned the December 1st priority date for our early decision 2 and regular decision candidates. We also offer early decision 1 with a November 1st audition date, but we do have November 1st application date, and we have audition dates with each of those plans. But the last thing I want to touch on, this is probably my favorite piece of working for Vanderbilt outside of the music program, is our financial aid opportunities. We have a program called Opportunity Vanderbilt, and we do meet 100% of demonstrated need for all students that are attending. We meet our students' financial need entirely with grant funding. So any Opportunity Vanderbilt packages that students receive, they do not owe back any of that funding. So it really supports students and families with funding the cost of attendance. We also offer wonderful merit scholarships for our music students based off of their audition. And finally, we have a really exciting program called Blair Community Scholars. This is for music majors that also share a really strong interest in community service and social change through the arts. Students will apply for this award with an essay application and also complete the audition process, but students that receive this award receive full cost of attendance. So I look forward to meeting with anyone interested in the breakout rooms. Thank you so much for your time. And I'll leave my information as well. Thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. My name is Felicia, and I'm the music admission counselor at Lynn Conservatory of Music. We are part of Lynn University, and we are located in South Florida. No hurricane here yet, but hopefully no damages here. So besides the hurricanes, it's really beautiful. It's a beautiful campus, beautiful weather. Year round. We are a very, very small conservatory. We have about 100 students in our program. We only offer degrees in the instruments of the orchestra, piano, collaborative piano, and music composition. So very small, very focused program. Some people call us a hidden jewel of South Florida. We are also one of the only conservatories in the US that offer a free tuition scholarship to all admitted students. So if you audition and you are accepted into the conservatory, you automatically receive a full tuition scholarship, no questions asked about income or any other factors. We also offer room and board scholarships for undergraduate students only, and those are based on financial need as demonstrated by FAFSA, or we have a separate application for international students. Another interesting point about our program is that we are very chamber music heavy. Every single student enrolled in our program has to take chamber music from freshman year to graduate level. Everybody is enrolled in chamber music, and it's wonderful to walk around in the morning and hear all the groups rehearsing. We have a number of competitions also. One of them is a chamber music competition, a concerto competition, and there's a lot of performance opportunities within the orchestra, chamber music, as well as solo performance. So we're a very small program, but our faculty, if you look on the roster on our website, speaks for itself. You can just look at the names and you see that we have very, very famous faculty who some of them fly in to teach, and some of them are local. So I think we don't have much time, but please stop by the breakout room and I can answer any other questions. Our deadlines are the same as other schools, and some programs have a pre-screening, but not all of them. So I think that's it for now. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. And thank you to all of our college fair representatives for taking some time to share about your institutions. Now that you've heard a brief overview of each of the programs, you have the opportunity to connect with any school that you'd like to talk with further in the breakout rooms. The rooms are going to be open just for about 10-15 more minutes. So feel free to bounce around until that moment. And if you have any additional questions after that time, feel free to reach out using the contact information in the document that you received in your confirmation email. But before I open up the rooms, I want to give a special thanks to El Sistema USA for their partnership on the Collegiate Access for Young Musicians series. Our next session in the series will explore how to optimize your application and audition, and it will be presented on November 12th from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to place the link to register in the chat. But without further ado, I will open up the rooms and feel free to talk with the different schools.